Welcome to The Explainer. So, when you hear the word Shopify, what pops into your head? Probably a living room completely taken over by cardboard boxes, right? Maybe some massive spreadsheets for dropshipping and endless, exhausting trips to the post office. It's the heavyweight champion for physical stores, for sure. But honestly, that reputation, it really only tells half the story. Today, we are totally busting the myth that Shopify is only for physical goods. We're going to unpack exactly how thousands of entrepreneurs are ditching the packing tape altogether. They're building highly scalable, incredibly low overhead businesses that literally generate income while they sleep. And it's all done entirely through digital products. Okay, let's dive into our roadmap for today. We're going to cover 5 phases to build your scalable storefront. Number 1, the digital advantage. 2, finding your niche. 3, store and product setup. 4, automating the delivery. And finally, 5, launching and selling. Let's get right into it. Starting off with part 1, the digital advantage, or as I like to call it, busting the physical retail myth. Think about the typical headaches of traditional retail. With physical products, you're constantly fighting this stressful battle. You've got fluctuating inventory levels, unpredictable shipping fees that just eat into your margins, and you're paying for expensive warehouse space even if your stuff just sits there and doesn't sell. Digital products? They completely flip the script. Because you're selling intangible goods, things like PDFs, customizable templates, or audio files, delivery is instant. You hold absolutely zero inventory. Zip. Zilch. That means your overhead is practically non-existent. It really is one of the absolute most accessible and realistic paths to actually generating passive income. All right, moving right along to part 2, finding your niche. This is the foundation of your digital empire. To get your wheels turning a bit, let's look at a few high-performing categories from our source data that are just dominating the market right now. Think about printable planners and journals. These are incredibly popular in the productivity and self-care niches. Or Canva templates. Believe me, business owners will happily pay for pre-designed social media assets just to save themselves some time. Ebooks, mini courses, stock photos, even audio products like meditation tracks or sound effect packs. All of these boast massive, validated search volume. Whether you're designing these from scratch yourself or using proven, done-for-you templates, the key here is that these categories solve immediate problems for buyers. So this whole strategy really hinges on one incredibly simple, powerful concept: create once, sell repeatedly. Because you're dealing strictly with digital files, the per-unit manufacturing cost just completely disappears. I mean, think about the power of that for a second. It doesn't cost you a single penny more to produce your 1,000th copy than it did to produce your very first. You build a beautifully designed asset just one time, and it can generate revenue for years, operating at virtually 100% profit margins. It's kind of mind-blowing when you really think about it. Now let's talk about making it happen. Part 3, store and product setup. The tactical execution. Here is the exact step-by-step process to actually get your product live on the platform. And the good news, you don't need expensive plugins. So a basic entry-level Shopify plan is absolutely perfect to get started. Step 1, configure your basic store and legal pages. Now, your refund policy is absolutely vital here. Since digital files can't be physically returned, you need crystal clear, legally binding language to protect yourself against chargebacks. Step 2, create your listing. You want to focus on keyword-rich titles, benefit-driven descriptions, and really high-quality visual mock-ups so people can actually visualize the digital product they're buying. And step 3, disable physical shipping. Speaking of disabling shipping, when you add your product to Shopify, there is this one incredibly crucial step. You absolutely must uncheck the box that says this is a physical product in the shipping section. I know, it sounds super trivial, right? But forgetting this one tiny checkbox can literally ruin your conversion rate. If you leave it checked, your customers might suddenly get hit with jarring delivery fees at checkout, or they'll be forced to enter their home address just to download a simple PDF. Disabling it ensures the whole transaction remains completely frictionless. To ground this in reality, let's take a look at some tangible examples of what polished, highly specific digital listings actually look like. Instead of selling just some generic notebook, successful sellers will offer something like a PLR Pink Self-Love Journal. By the way, PLR stands for private label rights, meaning you can actually buy the legal rights to a digital product and then sell it as your own. Pretty cool, right? Or, instead of generic marketing advice, you might see a listing for 30 days of digital marketing carousels. Even sensitive, really targeted topics do incredibly well, like a coping with grief ebook and workbook. The big takeaway here? Hyper-specific, emotionally resonant titles attract ready-to-buy customers way better than broad, generic categories ever will. All right, on to part 4, automating the delivery. This is the magic step.
So here's a really important technical note that a lot of people miss. Shopify actually doesn't deliver digital files automatically right out of the box. Because of that, you have to choose the right app for your specific product type. If you're just selling simple files, like a single PDF ebook or a lightweight zip folder, Shopify's own free digital downloads app works perfectly. It's totally sufficient. But as your store grows and you scale into more advanced needs, maybe software that needs license keys, gated content, or massive multi-file bundles, you're going to want to upgrade to third-party apps like downloadable digital assets, which is commonly known as DDA.
Let's look at an example. Take a massive multi-file asset like this 700 melanin lifestyle stock video reels mentioned in the source material. A bundle of 700 high-definition videos is going to easily shatter standard file size limits. If you try to push that through a basic, lightweight app, the delivery is going to crash, period. And you're going to wake up to an inbox completely full of angry emails from customers who didn't get their files. Strategically opting for a robust third-party app ensures immediate, seamless access to those heavy files without any of those technical headaches. Which brings us to our final phase, Part 5, launching and selling, the growth phase. Okay, the mechanics are in place. Now it's time to optimize for conversions. First up, consider your storefront's aesthetic. If you're selling beautifully designed planners, use a softer, editorial-style Shopify theme. Don't use a rigid, traditional retail layout. It just doesn't fit. Next, organization is huge. Group your products into intuitive, curated collections, like the Complete Planner Collection or AI prompt packs, so shoppers can easily browse by intent. And this next one is absolutely crucial. You must explicitly state the words digital download in your product descriptions. You really want to avoid confused customers emailing you asking for a UPS tracking number. Also, make sure you're working SEO keywords naturally into your copy so you actually show up in search results. And finally, offer a free lead magnet. Something simple like a one-page mini printable in exchange for an email address is a fantastic way to build a list so you can market to them long-term. Now, before you ever share your store link with the world, you have to run this indispensable testing sequence. Seriously, going live with a broken checkout is basically an entrepreneur's worst nightmare. So place a test order yourself. Confirm that the checkout flow completes smoothly without ever asking for a shipping address. Make sure no phantom shipping fees randomly appear. And most importantly, check your own inbox. Verify that the automated download link arrives instantly and that when you click it, it actually opens the file. Running this kind of quality assurance check is really what separates the true pros from the amateurs. So there you have it. We've seen exactly how simple it is to bypass physical inventory, fully automate your delivery, and scale an e-commerce business essentially without limits. The blueprint is literally right in front of you. To wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with one final thought to maybe spark your own entrepreneurial journey. Remember, you only have to create the product once, but it can pay you forever. So what digital empire will you build today? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and hey, happy building.